Hey, welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. As you can see, I'm in this beautiful bamboo tree house. I'm right now in Bali as I'm recording this. It's all just magical and perfect and just a magical place. If you have not been, highly recommend going. I usually come back every year and we're just loving it. And so do we again this year. So thanks so much for tuning in. I'm honored to guide you through a 30-minute vinyasa flow practice. We'll kind of work on everything today. Lower body, upper body, also some maybe new and funky poses for you that stretch the IT band and the outside of your thigh, which is usually very hard to stretch. So all you need today is your mat. If you don't have that still, highly recommend getting a good mat. Otherwise, just on the carpet or on your wood floor is also fine. No props needed for today's class. Just have fun and let's begin. When you're ready, come into a seated position. You can sit in hero's pose or also cross-legged if you want. If you would like to elevate the hips, sit on a blanket or roll that up, or a bolster or a couple blocks or something like that. But oftentimes just using less is more. But of course you want to make sure you're comfortable. Sit nice and tall. Relax your shoulders down away from the ears. Close your eyes. Place your hands wherever it's comfortable, on your thighs, your lap, or your knees. Take a brief moment before we start to move and control the movements, control the breath, just arrive. Feel the body, feel the space that you're in right now. Feel and hear all the sensations around you, within you. Feel the breath, feel the air coming in and out through the nose. Be proud of yourself for not just watching me do all the work, but actually putting the computer aside and then going down to the floor to do the practice with me. That is what sets you apart from the rest that are just watching this video. You are actually doing it. And that's a wonderful thing. Thank you for doing that. Take a moment to set an intention for your practice today. Whatever that may be today and for you. Make this practice your own. Couple breaths here. Start to bring the palms together, rub your hands. Slowly blink your eyes open. And then find your way into a tabletop. So come onto all fours. The shoulders are over the wrists. The hips are above the knees. Stay on your toes, send the hips back. Stretch out the toes, the feet. And then with your arms straight, move forward so that you feel the wrists. Send the hips back. Rock forward and back a couple more times. If you are new to my videos, then welcome to this channel. And I always start my classes and my own practice with a wrist warm-up. Just before we put any weight on the hands, we want to make sure the wrists are warmed up and safe, and everything just flows a little bit better. And if you're not new to this channel, then thanks for sticking around, and you already know we're doing wrist warm-ups. Make some circles around the wrists, keep the arms straight, keeping it nice and simple today. Switch directions, feel and breathe more into the wrists. Feel the fingertips, feel the weight coming forward into the fingers. Very good, back to neutral. Now the fingertips are pointing towards the knees. Stay on your toes, send the hips back. Keep the arms straight for now. Start to rock side to side. You might feel this more in your forearms right now, which is great. Stay with the breath, nice and slow, deep breaths in and out through the nose. If you don't feel this yet, or you want to go a little bit deeper, you can bend one arm, then the other. You might feel this then more in your fingers, which is perfect. Just stay with the breath. If that's too much, then go back to straight arms. Very good. Stay on the toes, sit on the heels, shake out the hands, the wrists. Just take 2 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. One more. Very good. Bring your hands back down to the ground and send the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Keep the knees bent for now. Rock your dog, pedal one heel towards the ground, then the other. Whatever you need to do and move to arrive. And start to feel the body from the ground up. So feel the fingertips first, feel the palms, press those fingertips down into the ground. Push the ground away so that the chest is moving more towards the thighs, so you can really open the shoulders up. Externally rotate the arms, push the ground away more. Maybe that's your downward facing dog for today, for the next weeks, for the next months. That's perfect. You're opening the shoulders up, you're engaging the fingers, you're pushing the ground away. It's all good. Maybe you want to straighten your legs a little bit more, but keep that length in your upper body. Keep moving the chest towards the thighs. And for some, the heels are on the ground, but eventually it doesn't matter. Couple breaths here. Feel the palms, the fingertips. Slow everything down. Start to roll through the spine forward for a plank pose. Bring the shoulders over the wrists. And instead of having a straight line from the shoulders down to the heels, which would look more like this, you want to actually round your back a little bit more, lift your hips higher up, tuck the tailbone, push the ground away. Keep externally rotating the arms. Feel the fingertips, feel the breath. Of course, you're more than welcome to set the knees down if you want to. You can always take breaks throughout this practice, pause the video. That's kind of the nice thing of practicing at home. You can do your own pace. No one's watching. We're all just doing our best. Bring those feet together. The big toes are almost touching. Come onto the knife edge of the left foot for a side plank on the left hand. Reach your right arm up. Press into your left palm. Use those fingertips to grip into the mat. Push the hips slightly forward, just an inch or so that you start to engage the glutes and lift that left hip higher up. Feel the breath. For me right now, I hear the chandelier right above me. I feel the Bali breeze, the wind. Whatever it is, invite it and make it part of your practice, even if it's just cars honking outside your apartment. So to lift your right foot up, bring the right knee towards the right armpit, hold it there. Keep pressing into the left palm, look inside the left hand, slowly step the right foot there. For pyramid pose, shorten your stance, straighten both legs. Make sure both heels are on the ground. If especially the left heel is lifted, then your stance might be too long, and just shorten the stance. Both fingertips on the ground, maybe grab the shin or books. Take a deep breath in, lengthen out through the spine. Exhale, fold forward and down. Pull the right hip back slightly. Breathe into the right hamstring, the back side of your right leg. Gently pull the right hip back. If you want, tuck the chin to the chest. Rebend the right knee, shift forward. We're coming into Warrior 3. Lift the left leg up. Bring the hands to the heart. You want to, from the hip, reach forward through the spine and back through the left heel. At the same time, you want to keep the right leg, the standing leg, strong and lower the left hip more down. Take your time to get into this pose and feel the breath, connect to it. Nice and slow breaths in and out through the nose. Bring your shoulder blades more together on your back. Nice and slow with the breath. Either stay here now. Maybe the right glute is already talking to you. That's perfect. That's why we're doing this. And as the body is talking to you, maybe it's already screaming. You want to stay nice and calm with the breath. Start to bend your right leg, the standing leg, just a little bit or more, depends, just like a squat, and then straighten the leg again. Let's go for 5 like this. 4, 3, nice and slow. 2, and 1. Great job, Warrior 3. Step the left foot back. Spider lunge to the left. Bend your left knee, straighten the right. Today we're taking a high variation of spider lunge. So usually I squat down pretty deep. Today we want to stay in this high variation. So both heels are on the ground. The hips are lifted high so you feel the left thigh a little more. From here you move to the front of the mat. Then cross the left ankle behind the right. Fold forward and down. Be mindful here of your left knee because the right leg is pushing onto the knee, so you want to be mindful about that to not hyperextend. Then relax forward and down and breathe. So now this is the part where it gets a little bit funky. If you are new to my classes or to our channel, if you're not new, then you already know all of this most likely. Now from here you slide the left foot all the way to the right side. Instead of moving the left foot back or forward at the same time, just go straight out to the right side. Come into the knife edge of both feet. Keep your left fingertips on the ground. Reach your right arm up. So the right leg is bent, your left leg is straight. Take a moment to arrive here first. Once you feel comfortable, straighten your right leg more. This is the one where you start to hopefully feel this in the right outer glute, hip, maybe even in the IT band. Breathe into it, keep the breath going. Rotate the chest more to the right. Now place the left palm down on the ground. Create a good foundation first. Shift more weight into your left palm. Reach your right arm forward up and over your head. When you feel ready, step the right foot back behind you for starfish. Both legs are straight. Lift your hips up high. Reach your right arm up. Press into the left hand. Keep the breath going. Lift your hips higher up by engaging your glutes. Keep pressing into the left palm. Last deep breath in. And exhale, lower the hips all the way down. Keep the legs straight. Now take a deep breath in, reach both arms up and over your head. On your exhale, fold forward and down. Maybe walk the hands more forward. Let's relax here for a couple of breaths in this seated straddle forward fold. Surrender, just relax, ease into the pose. Just 3 more breaths. Slowly release, walk the hands back. Sit back upright. Bring that left hand next to your left hip to the front of the mat. We're coming back to starfish the same way we came in. So keep the legs straight. Keep those heels on the ground. As you lift the hips up, both feet rotate over to the left side. Very good. Keep pressing into the left palm. Really important to keep that foundation nice and strong and stable. Release your right hand down to the ground. We're coming into a wild thing, so bring that left leg out and underneath behind the right calf. Your right leg is straight, your left leg is bent. Now the right palm is on the ground. Press into your right hand first. As always, take care of that foundation. Lift your hips up high, reach your left arm up and over your head. Engage your glutes as much as possible. You want to be really light on the left toes, so at least the left heel is lifted. Maybe even lift your left toes up off the ground. Now we're coming back to starfish. Bring the left hand down, extend the left leg underneath and through. Reach the right arm up. Good job. Press into your left palm. Release your right hand down only. Extend your left leg back, one-legged plank. Press into your palms, push the ground away. And since you're already there, might as well also want to reach the right arm forward for awkward plank. Hold it there wherever you are. Of course, you can do regular plank, knees down, whatever it is. We're here for, let's say, 3 more breaths. Let's all meet in plank pose. Clean it up, push the ground away. And with your inhale, shift forward, come high onto your toes. Exhale, bend your arms, chaturanga. The elbows are almost touching your ribcage. Straighten your arms again. Plank. Let's do one more. Shift forward. chaturanga, plank, and for the last one, shift forward, lower all the way down. Slide your hands forward for cobra, press into the palms, bring the feet wide apart, engage your glutes, look down to the ground or just a little bit in front of you. Squeeze the shoulder blades together on your back. At the same time, relax your shoulders down away from the ears. You should be feeling this in the arms because that's all you're using, or mostly, to hold yourself in this position. Engage your glutes more. Last deep breath in. And exhale, release everything down. Shake out the hips left and right. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Come onto those toes. When you're ready, lift your knees up, lift your hips up, and then we straighten the arms. Up we go. Downward dog. Keep the knees bent if you need to. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, let it go. 2 more just like that. Seal the lips, roll through the spine forward, plank pose. Shoulders over the wrists, bring the toes together, feet together, side plank on the right. Now let's do the other side. Reach your left arm up. Press into your right palm, externally rotate the right arm. Push your hips slightly forward, lift your right hip higher up, and breathe. Lift your left foot up off the right, draw the left knee to your left armpit. At least we're going towards that direction. Look inside the right hand, step the left foot there, nice and slow. Pyramid pose. Straighten both legs, shorten the stance if you need to. Lengthen out to the spine. And exhale, fold forward and down. Tuck your chin to the chest, pull the left hip more back. Breathe. Rebend the left knee, shift forward, warrior 3, the right leg floats up, hands to the heart. Straighten both legs, especially the right leg. Reach through the spine forward, send the energy back through the right heel. Lower the right hip down, keep both legs straight. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, pull the belly in. Now start to bend your left knee and straighten it. Let's do 4 more. Bend and straighten. Last 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Step the right foot back, spider lunge to the right. Bend your right knee, straighten the left. Keep the hips nice and high. From here you move towards the left foot. Step the right foot. Now cross the right ankle behind the left. Fold forward and down. Relax into this. Keep the breath going. Be mindful of your right knee. When you're ready, slide the right foot all the way to the left. Again, remember to slide it just straight out and not forward or back. At least try, of course, just do your best. Slide the foot out. Come to the knife edge of both feet, the right fingertips down, the left arm is reaching up. Once you feel kind of comfortable here, you will get more comfortable in this the more you do it. Start to straighten your left leg. Breathe into the left outer hip, the left glute, the left IT band. Keep both feet flexed. Again, you're on the knife edge of both feet. Plant the right palm down, find a good foundation there. Use those fingertips to grip into the ground. Reach your left arm forward, shift more weight into your right hand. When you feel ready, step the left foot back behind you, nice and slow, for starfish. Both legs are straight, lift your hips up high. Both heels are on the ground. The left foot, in fact, is fully on the ground. Press into your right palm. Lift your hips up high. And breathe. Nice and slow through the nose. If it gets challenging, focus even more on the breath. Last deep breath in. Keep the legs straight. Exhale, lower the hips all the way down to the ground. Seated, straddle, forward fold again. When you're ready, lengthen out through the spine, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Maybe the side already feels different now than the first time around, because the body is just more open, the breath is softer. But we really want to let go of comparing our practices from yesterday, today, from 2 months ago. We're all just moving with the body that we have today and the best of our capabilities. And that's already a blessing in itself, that you are able to move on your mat, do all these things and shapes and breathe. How amazing. Start to walk the hands back, slowly release. Bring the right hand next to your right hip. Press into the right palm, keep the legs straight, come back up to starfish. Release the left hand down. We're switching into wild thing, so pull that right leg out, step it up and over behind the left calf. Wild thing, the right arm is reaching up and over your head. Press into your left palm, flex your butt cheeks, lift your hips up high. Use your left fingertips to grip into the ground. Push the ground away. And breathe. Maybe close your eyes. Be light on the right toes. They might lift up. Last 2 breaths. On your exhale, back to starfish. Right hand down. Extend the right leg through. Lift your left arm up. Now you know where we're going. Release the left hand down, one-legged plank, extend the right leg back. And then consider taking awkward plank, extend the left arm forward. Wherever you are, feel the fingertips, breathe. 3 more breaths, you can do it. Last 2. Last 1. Plank, hands down, both feet down. Push the ground away. Shift forward. Inhale. Bend your arms. Chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Come onto the tops of the feet. Straighten your arms. Flex your butt cheeks as much as possible again. Pull the shoulders back and down. Offer the heart forward. Look straight ahead. Stay on the tops of your feet as you shift forward for Chaturanga again. Straighten the arms, plank. Bend the arms, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, let it go. 2 more on your own. Seal the lips. We'll be coming with the feet forward between the hands, so you can just step or walk the feet forward. You can float. You can handstand, you can pause the video, give it a couple of tries. We will all meet in a forward fold at the front of the mat. Take a deep breath in, lift up halfway, and exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, roll up to standing. Take a deep breath in, the arms reach up. Exhale, chair pose, bend your knees. Bring the feet a little bit wider apart. The feet are apart, the knees are apart. Bend your knees more. Reach your arms up high. Pull the belly in. It's okay if you can't see your toes. When you walk up the stairs, it happens every single time. It's all good. Stay with the breath. Lift your heels up so you're only on the toes. So important to strengthen the feet, the toes. Reach your arms up higher. Breathe. Just 2 more breaths. Slowly bend the knees, squat all the way down to the ground. Set the hips down for boat pose. Now the real fun begins. Keep the shins parallel to the ground. Point the feet forward. Doesn't matter if you point or flex. I'll just like to point because it's a good habit for handstands. So that I just always point. Squeeze the shoulder blades together on your back. Stay here and breathe. Now keep that left shin as it is, parallel to the ground. Extend the right leg forward, lower the upper body down. Slowly come back up and switch sides. Come back up, extend the right leg forward and up. Left leg forward and up. Let's do 3 more each side. Last 2. Last 1. Very good. Let's meet back in boat pose. Just to finish up, low boat, lower down, legs forward, point the toes. Keep the shoulder blades lifted. Press the lower back into the ground. If you want, reach your arms up and over your head. Hold it there. If you want more, start to pedal your legs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.5, 1. Got you there. And last one. Come back up to boat. Set the feet down. Hands behind you. The fingertips are pointing forward. Now lift the hips up slightly. Move the hips forward as far as possible. Take a deep breath in. Lift your chest up high. Exhale. Bend your arms. Send the elbows back. Tuck the chin to the chest. Just a couple breaths here to open up the shoulders more. Especially the anterior deltoid, the front side of your shoulders. But be careful here. I have gone too deep into this pose many times, so you want to be careful with the shoulders. Check in with those. Slow the breath down. And slowly release. Reach your arms forward, come onto your back. Find happy baby here. Grab the outside edges of your feet. You can also just grab behind the knees. That's also okay. Try to keep the lower back and the shoulders on the ground as you move the knees more towards the armpits. Close your eyes if you want to. Just a couple more breaths here, finishing up our class before we head into Shavasana. If you practice with me here on YouTube and you do my videos and you kind of wish that there was music with this class, then I encourage you for the next class to check out my Spotify playlist. I have over 30 or so playlists designed for a class like this, so you might enjoy that. Relax.